on!
Hey.
This doesn't seem like a great idea.
Well, that's what, like, dragons are supposed to be like a sacred beast to the Targaryens, and to trot it through the streets is just like a disrespect to all of the
Targaryens?
Yes.
They're Targaryens?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're gonna treat dragons like that? They're their own people.
Yeah.
Don't they realise we won the battle?
Strange victory. Yes, it was one.
No, I think that's Aegon.
Yeah.
Or Aegon.
I know.
Streets up! Dragons may lease! I thought dragons was gods. And Rook's men! By the king!
It's just me.
Dang.
Still got the people hanging.
Good lord.
What the hell?
I guess he pieced out. No one's gonna like cut him down, but
Right?
All the while, there's your king.
Is he alive?
His grace remains with us for the moment.
If I burned it, I wish you did.
Right?
oh, oh,
Casually.
oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, he got it all.
Is my son going to die?
I'm afraid I cannot say. If you'll excuse me, Your Grace, these next hours are most critical.
Oh, reset the whole leg. Golly. What the fuck?
No.
Someone will have to rule in his stead.
Raymond? What was his part in this?
I could not say.
Our largest dragon has been killed. Kristen Cole marches about the Crown Lands unchallenged. Duskendale and Rook's Rest are gone. We still have no ground army but the one we hope that Daemon will raise. He who has left us after some marital spat.
Do you take issue with me, Sir Alfred?
About to get a handicap, dude.
My loyalty to you is proven, my queen.
Your loyalty, perhaps. But your willingness to give me deference in a time of war.
I could never doubt your capability or your quickness of mind. It is merely that the gentler sex heretofore has not been much privy to the strategies of battle or their execution.
There has been peace in our lifetime. You've seen no more battles than I have.
Gotcha.
Bill?
Sit down.
Send to Maidenpool and to Crackclaw Point. Let them man their garrisons and give them stores or weapons if they find them wanting. If Cole pursues his campaign, our allies must be
We
ready.
must answer Rook's Rest and Duskendale.
They are lost already, but Vagar is depleted after such a hard-fought battle.
If Aegon is dead, we will soon know it. It would be a victory in name only. They will soon prop up another is.
A time is ripe. If we can strike King's Landing before that dragon is recovered.
Then I myself must do it.
My queen, you are the crown. It's out of the question.
What would you have me do?
And the Ogden red dragons.
No way.
The hour is late. My dragon is hungry. You have no choice but to submit. A term is simple, Lord Bracken. Renounce the false King Aegon as a usurper. Bend the knee to me. Or your house burns.
I will sooner be the lord of bones and cinders than bend my knee before some heathen Blackwood cunt and his hired dragon.
The Brackens were a people hatched out of the deepest of the seven hells, your grace. Be a kindness to oblige them and send them back whence they came.
Did your brother's head keep on its way back to you, Willem? I've heard the maggots got to it.
That is quite the impression, Lord Bracken. But alas, not an answer.
You choose fire.
Really?
That's how you want to go out?
I did not think they would be so eager to die. They made their choice. You should have indulged them.
I need them alive. I came here to raise swords, not corpses.
But now you see what my house has known for generations. They are pig-headed, intransigent.
They would rather burn than succumb. Exactly the kind of men I need. It may yet be possible, I think, for both of us to achieve our ends.
You have fought them for an agent more.
Then perhaps you could try less fighting and more persuading.
They are unyielding in battle.
Wow,
But every man has a weakness.
You take my meaning then. There are things the crown itself must not be seen to do. Show them your worst.
I am your servant, your grace.
Very well, Your Grace.
You should address me as my king.
But you're the prince.
What would you call the husband of the queen?
Oh, the king.
There it is then.
Consort.
The last bit seems unnecessary, don't you think?
He's like, oh shit. Bugbear now.
The armor was Valyrian steel, but his grace suffered grievous burns over much of his body. He has many broken bones. I fear there are more injuries within. Injuries we cannot see.
We are grateful for your works, Grand Maester. Is he welcome?
No. I must admit, I'm not sure he will ever wake. I have plied my crafts to their fullest extent. Our king's fate lies with the gods now.
A king cannot rule in his sleep. The realm will have noticed his absence. Let them hear of his great deeds at Rook's Rest. But now we must name a regent to take his place until he recovers. Or does not.
A wise strategy, Your Grace. A regency will assure the people of the stability of the crown. Did you have a candidate in mind, Your Grace?
I myself served in this role as my husband. I am well prepared to do it again.
You played your part admirably in a time of peace, Your Grace, but circumstances have changed.
And here I had forgotten.
The king does not lack for heirs. The obvious choice is his immediate successor, Prince Aemon. Agreed.
Aemon is young. And his lack of restraint has already cost us dearly.
It is experience that offers the surest path to security. Queen Alicent ably shouldered the duties of the realm when her husband's health failed her.
Experience is valuable, yes, but the Dowager Queen is a woman.
I am no stranger to rule or to sitting at this council. Aemon is a fearsome dragon rider. His skill is best employed in the field, but my experience is needed here, at this table.
No offense was meant, Your Grace, but at a time when we must show strength.
Lord Varys.
I agree, Your Grace, it must be Prince Aemon. What would you say if in response to Rhaenyra's crowning we raised up a woman of our own? But the hand speaks with the king's voice, Sir Kristen, what say you?
Oh, yeah. What's the name?
Aemon is the next in line. It must be him.
It's agreed. Kill, you would be dead.
What is outstanding in the Riverlands?
The banners of House Tully are in disarray, Your Grace. Prince Daemon has little hope of fielding an army of any size for now. We would do well to send word to your house with Gary.
Lost it all.
Tell the amount of time before he inherits his grandsire.
Pretty much.
Lord Strong.
Yeah.
How I can trust the counsel of a man who leaves the jewel of the Riverlands to be plucked by our enemy. Your brother's host a new dame, we should put him in space. Watch over the rivermen while their banners are in disarray.
I shall send Lord Jason encouragement.
What else?
We might turn our attention to the small folk here in King's Landing. They have grown weary of the sea snake's blockade.
So have we all.
Many are fleeing the city, spreading word of their fear and unrest.
Then let the gates be closed. No one is to leave or enter save with our consent. Merchants, so forth.
Dang. She's gonna think about leaving now. She can leave.
What are your tasks? We shall meet again at first light. Someone cut down the fucking rat catchers.
Yeah.
The city's safe no longer. There is no food. Our neighbors are stealing from each other. We must get out.
Where would you have us go? North, maybe? South? For all we know, every road leads to the dragon's teeth.
Like the one they carted through the streets. You think Rhaenyra will let such an affront go unchallenged? We should make for Templeton. My brother will have room.
You would have me turn beggar.
Are we not beggars already? Have you been paid for those machines you were forced to build?
The king has promised payment.
The king has lied. By all means, stay and wait for his empty promises, husband. With them you can feed the mouths of ghosts.
Oh yeah.
Presumed you'd be here, seeing faithfully to the Prince Regent's commands.
End is the next in line. It is the order of things.
You know what he is. But he's somehow become. Has your loyalty faded, or does it flourish early at night and flee the sunrise like a moth?
What I saw at Rook's Rest.
What? What did you see?
Their armor melted. There were men walking, they were on fire. We are giving the war to the dragons. Exactly where should lead us.
And what of justice? Of temperance, or is strength now to be our only god? So you cast me aside.
Have I not spared you? What we must do now is terrible. Will you preside over it? Is this who you are, Alison?
Do not ask me, bad. I did not give you leave to speak my name.
What do you want?
Larys Strong has been relieved of his castle. Does the Queen intend to raise up a new lord?
You want Harrenhal? For that, my mother will want more than your crossing.
What does her grace desire?
Bent knees.
That full Aegon is unlike to survive. The realm will suffer if Aemon One-Eye rules. You should pray never meet someone. They will cut you down as soon as wish you good day.
I'd heard the same thing about you. But I'll cross you no further. I'm sure your tactics are, after all, approved by the Queen.
She cannot succeed, Alice. Even if I willed it to be so, the people who support her will not be led by her. They look to a man for strength. Who's better suited to it? The High Towers with their scheming, or Viserys' first true heir? When I take King's Landing, Rhaenyra is welcome to join me there and take her place by my side. King and Queen, ruling together.
And if you lose?
Then I'll be dead, and none of this will be my problem.
It's a pity, don't you think, that you never knew your mother?
Oh, damn. They gotta bring his mother into this.
A message.
I imagine your hall of nine filled with lords and kings, all eager to treat with the legendary Lord of the Tides. The wealth you brought back from Yi Ti and a shy, inspiring awe and envy. I wonder if any of them knew it was all for her. Queen Rhaenyra wishes to name you hand.
Even the death of my wife does not content her. She had asked enough of my house.
It is a sign of her great esteem.
Or does she think the position will compensate me for my loss?
Pledge your peace to King's Landing then. They'll accept it most gleefully.
Rather, I would save it to the west and be lost.
You have done so before, at great cost to yourself and those who loved you. Rhaenyra's not only your wife, not a thing to be taken from you. She was a Targaryen princess. The queen who never was, and she flew to Rook's Rest of her own will, in defense of her king.
And she died.
She died as she would have wished to die, with honor, in Dragonfire, the way my mother chose, and the way I myself wish to meet my end. I grieve my grandmother who loved me, but I carry her on with me. I will see Rhaenyra ascend the Iron Throne as Rhaenys wished, as Rhaenys herself should have. You yourself may do as you see fit.
Kid.
Granddaughter.
I would make you my heir.
I am blood and fire. Driftmark was passed to salt and sea.
You are correct in saying our best hope of an army is with Daemon. And I have perhaps erred in waiting for him to prove himself. I wish you to go to Harrenhal.
Are you removing me from your council?
Sir Alfred, I will not deny that you have tried my patience of late, or that I would prefer a council more inclined to champion their queen, but you and your house served my father well, and I know you will never accept the Hightower claim.
Not while I live, Your Grace.
We cannot challenge King's Landing without the Riverlands, but I will not send a message by Raven for them to disregard. I ask you to reason with him. Find out his state of mind and his intentions.
Intentions?
Whether he means to raise a host for me or for himself.
He would not dare.
Been in danger, lacking daring. Go now with haste. I'll send good men to see to your safety.
Have you any message for him?
Tell him I would much like to finish our last conversation.
Your Grace.
I've been brought to heel at the hands of Will of Blackwood.
That news is stale.
Yes. There have been complications. The sacred steps on Bracken lands were looted and burned.
As were the fields and farms. The livestock was stolen, and our peasants put to the sword.
They pursued the women and the children. They were works of barbarity.
Punishing Bracken for his own treasons is one thing, aye.
But these other acts, the Brackens were given their chance. They would not see reason.
The Blackwoods have exploited the war for the crown to visit atrocities upon
I
their
have seen
own
my fair
rivals.
share of their quarrels, and I tell you there is no honour in a fight such as this.
What of common decency?
These beasts proudly carried the banner of House Targaryen. Red dragon on black.
A terrible war is being fought in these lands. But they looked after our girls.
We should have expected nothing more from a man who ordered the slaughter of a child in his mother's arms.
That is a lie, and I will have the man who told it go before me.
For your man is half the kingdom, my prince.
Know this, interloper. The Riverlands are an ancient place, watched closely by the eyes of old gods and new. And Dragon, oh no, we shall not raise our banners for a tyrant.
Prince to service, Your Grace. Lasagna.
Vagar's first rider, and the first wielder of Dark System.
I hope you do not mean to use her as an example.
Why shouldn't I?
Oh, it was a long time ago.
What is the mood of the twins? Did his lordship quibble?
He wishes for the phrase to be granted Harrenhal. At war's end, assuming.
I'm proud of you, Jace. You've done our cause a great service.
Then why do you look angry?
You chafed at being prevented from action. Imagine my lot. I'm a dragon rider as well, with a war being fought over my ascension. And yet I must wait here. Always prudent. Sending others to fight and be felled in my... Even you've managed to do your part.
You are the queen. The tie that binds us. No harm can come
And
to
you're
you.
my son, and I did not give you leave to go.
You do not give me leave to go to anything.
But who else is there? Rhaenys dead and Baelor cannot bear the burden alone.
And when Aemond comes hunting for you, your dragon is young. Will you fly before Vhagar is looted?
Perhaps Damon could...
Daemon is not here. And Aemond now rules in King's Landing.
Is Aegon dead?
Dead or alive, we have no answer for Vhagar. Aemond will not wait long to press his advantage, and then what? I have done all I can from here, sent my messages, invoked my alliances. But if all else fails, it is I who must fight. Vhagar is big, but Syrax is quicker.
So was Meleys.
Meleys fought 2 dragons and one of them is slain. Shall I fight for my birthright, or shall I work here until we are all destroyed? I need dragons.
Dragon seeds.
We have no dearth of dragons. We have 2 large enough to stand against Vhagar. They are called Vermithor and Silverwing. And they sleep just beneath our feet.
Yes, if only they had riders, none could stand against me. I would go forth in strength and not from necessity.
There is Rhaenyra.
Who nearly lost her life in her last attempt. I will not risk it again.
There are those of our line who never ruled. Those who married into other noble houses. Their children born with other names.
A generation ago or more, blood would be thin.
And yet,
the dragon will only accept a dragon lord to write it. Also say the histories.
Valyrian histories, written to gild us in glory.
Are you suggesting we put a malice on a dragon? Matali?
It's better than death in defeat.
There are records here, surely, of our line, and of those who fell out of it.
There could be scores of them.
It's a mad sword.
Is Colas Targaryen?
Who?
Colas.
Corlys? No.
He's
Yeah.
Valyrian
And also-
and Targaryen. Well,